This is ANN News Brief.
The UN mission in Mali, MINUSMA, says a UN peacekeeper was killed and 4 others wounded on Sunday when their vehicle hit an explosive device in northern Mali. MINUSMA says the identity of the attackers was not immediately clear. The soldiers had been participating in a patrol near a village when the blast hit. UN mission spokesman Oliver Zagado tweeted that elsewhere on Sunday, peacekeepers in Mali's central region of Mopti exchanged fire with members of an unidentified armed group after they came under attack. UN peacekeeping and French forces are stationed in Mali to combat jihadist groups seen as threatening security across Africa's Sahel region. MINUSMA Chief Mohamed Saleh Anadef has strongly condemned the recent resurgence of attacks, particularly in the center of the country. The United Nations spokesperson has hailed the anti-Ebola campaign achievement in DR Congo as an important milestone. Stephen Durajic said 1,000 people have survived the Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC. Speaking to reporters in New York on Friday, Durajic attributed the achievement to new drugs unveiled a few months ago at the height of the Ebola outbreak.
New treatments have improved survival rates of people infected with Ebola. According to a recent study, over 90% of people who receive treatment early enough during their illness can be saved. Vaccination has also protected over 225,000 people.
Ebola outbreak began in DRC in August last year. World Health Organization says it is the latest and longest-running case experience with more than 2,100 deaths and 3,000 reported cases. We'll return after this message.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
Libyans in their hundreds took to the streets of the capital Tripoli to protest against General Khalifa Haftar. At the Martyrs Square, demonstrators gathered accusing Haftar of fueling the war in the country, especially his attempt to take over Tripoli. Haftar has since April been trying to capture Tripoli from the UN-backed government of national accord, but has been met by the resistance from forces loyal to the UN-recognized government. The Libyan strongman recently voiced his readiness to talk a way out of the conflict, although Prime Minister Faiz al-Sarraj has denied the dialogue with the field marshal during an address at the UNGA last month. Forces loyal to the National Unity Government, GNA, in Libya accused Haftar's forces of bombarding the Misrata civil airport on Saturday, wounding 1 person, damaging 2 aircrafts, and causing a brief suspension of flight. Misrata Airport is the only functioning airport in western Libya for over a month since the closure of Mitiga Tripoli early September because of repeated attacks. All flights had been transferred to Misrata. That is the ANN News Brief. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Ademi.